All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back update and information as they hot. In case you have not joined our social media, and what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first. We'll collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as they hot. You don't shut up for the obodo. I'm gonna bring you the things where we say they happen. One by one. You no go miss one as it be make I dish am out to you one by one. I say good morning, good afternoon to you wherever you are listening to me from. Still your one and only favorite. As it be, Bata don't bottle for what they call Kogi State. They say suspected kidnappers abducted 7 children. They abducted the whole family. And when I was looking at the people who be saying that them be the kidnapper, he can't be saying as small boys whenever reach 18 years, some day 18, some 19, some 17. I kind of wonder, I say, the issue of insecurity where we say don't they for this nation, it don't they come out from the hand of the big people, who then they enter small children where we say they grow as if now another generation of evil where we say we they enter for the obodo. Meanwhile, that blame we go carry and put for the government head because now the failed government and then they bring all this opportunity for evil to the enter into the heart or small children. They say idle man, now be the workshop where devil they take work. Let's go down to the full detail of the information as CDB. It was gathered that kidnappers invaded the residence and beat up the family members before whisking away to their hideouts. 7 abducted victims have been rescued by the Kogi Vigilante Service in the Yaba East local government area of the state. The vigilante members also captured the suspected kidnappers during the operation. It was gathered that the kidnappers invaded the residence and beat up the family members before whisking them away to their hideouts. The head of the department/media unit office of the Controller General of the Service S.O. Saka, who disclosed this in a statement at weekend, said the operation took place on the 18th September 2024 following intelligence reports regarding the location of the kidnappers. The swift action by the KSVS came after reports emerged of individuals abducted in Yaba East area. Mobilized quickly, the vigilante team conducted thorough surveillance and coordinated efforts. The statement reads, my brother, una don't see as the matter they happen. You know, funny, some people go say, they talk about the issue of kidnap, I they laugh. Why I they laugh, be say, before, they talk, make you, if they say, they kidnap people, they say they catch kidnappers. You go dey look say if you go dey see the people who do the kidnapping, you go see say na mature people wey be say they don't suck breast, their breast don't dry for their head. Hand usual million for. You go know say na people wey be say they don't grow. But what did they make me laugh this time? This one na small children. Now they do this one. I say an idea I don't reach. But the government will say they no want to do anything for the masses. And they go follow collect one day because as they send their children abroad, they send them to London. One day, they go come back home, say, okay, may they come visit their papa land, and it go be now that day, 9 MSCs go fall upon them. Meanwhile, as it be, today marks the 5th year in DSS detention with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. And of course, we don't know if this is a waiting trial. We don't know if it is a past judgment. We don't even know what this particular issue looks like. Because as it is, the man has been there for 6 years without a proper judgment. The court of law have not passed their judgment. It has been from one adjournment and the other. Meanwhile, as it be, 5th year in DSS detention won't kill me. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they talk this one. If they tell una say nwoke kakaraka, ndị ba anyị sikwa na nwa nwoke nya bụrụ nwoke na ada dị mma asị na okeke nwaanyị nọ na-adị ntị njọ amụza nwaanyị ọ na-azụ okeke. Yeah. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, said an additional year in detention by the Nigerian government will not kill him. The pro-Biafra agitator disclosed this on Tuesday while speaking to journalists upon the resumption of his trial in the Federal High Court in Abuja. He expressed dismay that the court has refused to abide by a determination of the Supreme Court on his request for bail. He accused the court of cherry picking that was contained in the Supreme Court judgment. The IPOB leader insisted that there cannot be any trial when key sections of the Nigerian Constitution have been allegedly violated by the courts. I am surprised that a high court refused to abide by a determination of the Supreme judgment. The cherry picking of what was contained in the judgment is what I am against. It should be implemented holistically. I am not against any trial. After all, I am innocent. They have nothing against me, but there can not be any trial when key section of the Constitution and a key section of the Supreme Court judgment have been violated by a court of law. This is my 4th year in solemn confinement in detention. The 5th year won't kill me, he said. Record that since June 2021, Kanu has been arrested by the Nigerian government and has been under the custody of the Department of Service Security, despite wide range call for his release. Welcome back, wonderful people. That one is coming directly, is a memoir, a communique released by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Ohamadike, one of ndị Igbo odogwu na amanzu n'anya. Na-asị na m kwe kenela nge ekene. The man don't talk in mind though. He say as it be, since the court of competent jurisdiction that is supposed to be the hope of the common man have refused to abide by the main constitution. He said they are doing what he called with picking. Meanwhile, all my followers will be legal luminaries and the court of law will now understand that one. Because that time when we did school, they say they call them the responsibility of the judiciary not to interpret the law. The legislature now can again they say they carry money they go executive yo. As some people they talk about insecurity, mass now they talk about in freedom. The people where there for Southeast they talk about sit at home. If they go to the north, they talk about bandits and terrorism. If you go to the west, Amotokun themselves, they fight them there. And if you go all over the nation, you find out, say, is there. But the president, they buy yacht worth billions. They even don't buy luxurious cars and the rest of them. Their children are abroad studying. Meanwhile, I carry you go back to that matter where we say concern Mazen and the can because the man don't they complain. No, he said this one won't kill him. And that reminds me of a hero, one of the African heroes, Nelson Mandela, who, was in detention for 27 years or thereabouts and came out in March as the president of South Africa. And of course, you know that before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started this journey, I'm not talking about people like Ojukwu. Ojukwu was the father of the 1967 to 1970 who declared the Republic of Biafra that brought about that civil war that took the life of about 4 million people from Biafrans. But as it is now, after that, there were other people who rose to see if this dream could be actualized. And one of the visible people who were very, vibrant around 1999 was people like was Rike who started the Masob. And I think Masob celebrated either their 20 or 25 years of existence. You check from 1999 to 2024, I think it's 25 years of existence as a struggling or as a activist community that have been struggling for freedom. Now, as it is in Nigeria, Masob has become more or so like a legalized organization. If you go to some, you can hire Masob for security, many things for bouncer, all those things. But now, Around 2014, 2015, somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu surfaced, started speaking the truth, started opening up on the secrecies of the government, and I believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's incarceration is not a coincidence. It's not as a result of maybe him fighting for the plight of Biafra, but if you look at his podcast from 2015 to around 2017, 2018, you will be able to understand that this man has actually exposed today's government before now. He made it clear in Nigeria that if you don't have a bicycle, you have to buy it now. That time will come in Nigeria when fuel will be sold for 2,000. And that is what is actually happening now. And some people will think that it is a prophecy, but it is not a prophecy. It's tactical. That's a meticulous reasoning and looking into matters. He was able to look into that matters. He was able to, diagnose the matters of Nigeria, and he was able to understand, look at where these people are going, and today, is it not happening? It's happening in Nigeria. Fuel is now 1,003 something. Very soon, by December, we know it's going to get to 2,000, and that's the target. Dangote refinery is done, and they are saying that Dangote will be selling at home distribution 980 something naira per liter. This Dangote's price, the NNPPC have not given their own price. Of course, you know that by the time the NNPPC give their price and their expenses, their expenditure and everything, they will be arriving at let it be static at 1,200. That will tell you that Obodo, but we are not yet sure of whatever Dangote is doing. They say Dangote fuel is fine, this and that. We have not seen it. And this will help you to understand why people like Ohamadike is still incarcerated in the DSS custody. But meanwhile, see you on the next edition. This is where I'll be winding down the curtain. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you'll be the first to collect them. Thank you for listening. God bless you.